Hello friends, this is Scott, and on October 15th, if you remember, I got these 2 loads of wood chips from a local tree company, and I guesstimate that that's 20 plus cubic yards of material, but who knows, but I think it's about 20. So, well, I've been spending the last month or 5 weeks moving this material, and on November 15th, this is all I had left. So it was time to start rationing and figure out where do I need this material the most, because it did a lot. And I think it's covered most of what I wanted to cover, but it's not going to do everything, I don't think. But we'll see. And so today, I went ahead and I put some of that mulch in this pathway because it's kind of muddy. And I'll be taking a lot of trips down to take care of the animals during the winter. So I don't want to have muddy feeders, a bunch of ice. So I think that's a good spot for those. And I decided to go ahead and mulch down here where I had the compost bins. So I had enough to do that area. So it took a few wheelbarrows, probably 5, I think it was 5 or 6. Don't remember exactly. And got down to the very nitty gritty and used that all up. And I was pretty happy to see that all gone. Again, I could have moved this material in a day if I would have hurried, but I wasn't feeling well most of this last month. It's kind of off and on. So anyway, look, there it goes. It's all gone. And in the future, I do want to get a load of wood chips just to kind of spread it in this area and just leave them there and just mulch in the ground and have a planting bed there. So here's a look at what I was able to accomplish with the wood chips. I got that all done. I got a few I put back in the pen also. And we'll walk up the side here. And there's more. I'm going to be putting the asparagus. And we have the potatoes where the potatoes were. And I went ahead and mulched that in. I'm not going to get any soil. I was going to left a little area at the bottom to level out the ground, but I don't think that's going to happen. So as we walk up here, I was able to get that all mulched in. And we got the blackberries, and I went ahead and mulched the rest of the area. I got to plant, bring in some more soil and plant some more berries, but I went ahead and mulched that ground just to get her done. And here's the garden area, and I'm not going to use wood chips here much. Because I wanted to put leaves down, and it hasn't quite been leaf season yet. They haven't fallen off the tree, but I did put some on the garlic. And we got where the beans were is all mulched in, and the strawberries are nicely mulched in now. So that's all done. And my 3 planting beds that have been kind of shady are all mulched in. And and they're pretty thick. I put a lot of leaves. I put 4 to 6 inches on these beds. So, that stuff's, again, got all the materials in it to compost, so it's going to turn into good soil. And it'll just add some fertility over time. But right now, I just want to suppress weeds in the spring and just cover the soil and let the insect life be okay and be active in the soil and breaking stuff down. So, yeah. Then I used wood chips to do the berries along the fence line. And so that was enough to do some of that. And then, as we see, I edged and I did the whole edge of the house, and I put 3 or 4 inches of wood chips down as a new mulch. And I've been mulching this pretty heavy, so this soil should be really, really good. Need to bring some plants up here, some flowers to plant. We have tulips, but don't have any other flowers, and it is a little shady. So yeah, but I need to, that soil will be really good. And then I also used that load of wood chips to do right here, and I still have to figure out what to do with this area. So anyways, the wood chips went a long ways, and I'm pretty happy. Now, from my last video, when I was showing you how I insulated the worm bins, I did have a little bit of leaves left, and I got these from the neighbors, Kim and Brad, thank you, because my own trees hadn't dropped any leaves yet. So I had a little bit in the garbage can, and I had 1 bag left that I didn't use in the worm compost bin. I'll probably end up putting a few more leaves in the worm bin also when I have some, but yeah. So I just had a little bit of leaves, and so I went ahead and just mulched in the garlic. So the garlic was mulched with some grass clippings and then some wood chips and now some leaves. So they're all tucked in. So it should be a good garlic crop next year, as you see. You also see I have 1 stick of kale left. So that's the last plant in the garden that's producing anything. I'm still getting kale from my BLTs off that. So I'm going to leave it until it's totally dead, because again, I love my BLTs. So, but you see, I have a lot of garden that still needs to be covered, and that's where I need to get leaves. So that's the plan in the future. And just take a look from the other side. And I've got a pretty good area. So I don't know how many bags of leaves it's going to take. And I do want to mulch them in. So I have that new mulching mower. So I think I'll just dump them out, and then I'll just run them over with the mower and in place. So they'll break down quick. But there's a look at down below some of those wood chips I put down there. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with what 20 cubic yards of wood chips did. But now it's time. I need to finish this yard up because I need to get to Salt Lake and get my yard put away there. And yeah, there's lots of work to be done. I have not winterized that yard yet. I've been down here doing this. So yeah, I'll show you that here in just a second of what my plans are on my latest trip to Salt Lake, and here it is. The leaves have barely started falling off the trees. These are all maple leaves from one big maple tree, and all my other trees haven't really dropped their leaves yet. But I have enough here to maybe do the garden down at the homestead, get that mulched in. So my task today was to rake a few leaves, not get too carried away because there's still going to be a lot more leaves falling. But I just want to collect raw materials and get them down to mulch that garden bed. That'll probably be the next video. But as you scan around, there's quite a few leaves from this big old maple. There's my blackberries that I propagated the blackberries from, so I'm going to be doing more of those next year. I could even do some this fall and just let them overwinter, but yeah, we'll see if I get to it. But yeah, there's a lot of leaves, but again, not all have fallen. And there's my flowering pear trees, and they still have full leaves. So yeah, when these finally drop, I'm going to have a lot of leaves to collect. And I also just talked to a friend or real estate client friend that I sold him a nice house with a big yard with lots of trees. And I reminded him that I love leaves. And he says, well, I'll give you a couple truckloads. So yeah, I'm excited to maybe have some extra leaves that I can use all into next year. So we'll see. Now I am raking these out. I'm going to leave some in the berries. These are my raspberries and blackberries. I want to keep some leaves in there to mulch them in. But I'm just going to, just do a rough job today. I'm not trying to make it neat because again, it's like rolling a rock up a hill and have it roll back down. Until these leaves all fall off the trees, you're just kind of wasting your time. I'm just collecting, and I need the materials. And so, yeah, I'm excited to get this homestead kind of put to bed. I do have prunings and things to do once the plants go dormant, the berries particularly, but mostly I may still screen a little soil, but I'm pretty done with what's going on at the homestead outside, other than just continuing to take care of the animals and making sure everything's good there. But I've got a lot of work up in Salt Lake at my house here. And yeah, as you see here, I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of leaf collecting. We all know how to do that. But yeah, need a few bags, and I'm not sure how many I'm going to need to do that garden. I'm hoping I can get enough today so that when I take those down on my next trip down, I can mulch everything and be done. So hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, I think these are 39-gallon garbage bags. So they're not the most heavy duty, but yeah, they do the job. They're a one-use wonder. So yeah, they just got to get the leaves so that they don't blow out of my truck. And I did only get 5 bags of leaves out of this yard so far. I could have, really worked hard and scrounged another bag or two, but it's not worth it. I'll wait till the other leaves fall. Well, anyway, thanks for watching this video. It was great to have those wood chips, and they came in handy, and I'm excited that they did most of what I wanted to get done, and let's hope that I get the rest of it done, mulched in with the leaves. Well, thanks for watching this video, and if you could please subscribe to my channel, I'd sure appreciate it. My channel is growing, but I could really use your help to get where I need to be. Thank you.